Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Chrome Tour golf ball from Callaway.
What a day we had at the WM Phoenix Open. I mean, what a spectacle this tournament is. You're in and you're out. We were hoping to have skies like this all day for round number one, but it was a little bit of a different story as Mother Nature had another plan in store. I'm George Savarickas with Randall Chambly and Paige McKenzie, and weather gods weren't too kind here in Scottsdale, Arizona, Brandon.
No, they were not. This was a day where you try to be as patient as you could be, try to avoid the big numbers. It's about patience right there.
Try to avoid the raindrops.
That's a love affair that they write movies about right there.
They came prepared, though. They saw the forecast ahead of time.
Double umbrella. The greens completely saturated. It wasn't a lightning delay or inclement weather delay. It was an unplayable conditions delay for 3.5 hours. That was the bulk of our Thursday afternoon. And then the crew doing everything they can here at TPC Scottsdale to get the course playable late in the day so they can resume things for round number one. Let's check out some of the highlights to the fun stuff. And Jordan Spieth got it going on the 11th.
He's played a lot of great golf around here. Remember just a few years ago, he had 61 in the third round. Stumbled a little bit on that Sunday, but never short of magic, this man. Ho-hum, 54 feet. Nice birdie there at the 11th. I feel like we've seen this before.
Well, it was an unlikely birdie on the 11th, and he short-sided himself on the 18th, and another unlikely.
I mean, unlikely for most people.
Good point.
But not him, right? I mean, how many times you got to do it till we're like, okay, it's no longer luck.
Spieth with a 3 under 68. S.H. Kemp, par 5, 13th. His second, he's in the go zone.
Yeah, a lot of speed right there. Coming off a birdie at the 12th where he hit a fabulous iron shot. So he's got it on a line. This one's going to catch that back slope here at the 13th, feed off of it, and just keep getting closer. So birdie at 12 and an eagle at 13. How about playing 12 and 13 in 5 shots?
How about going out on your opening 9 in 4 under 32? He made the turn to the front side.
Well, it turns into this first hole, which only 103 yards remaining on this short par 4. Nearly dunked it.
He would finish his day with a 67. Shane Lowry, par 4, 17th for birdie.
Just 2 wins. It's hard to believe. Just 2 wins. One at Bridgestone way back almost a decade ago, and then of course added the Open to his cachet, and looking for number 3 early on here. He's looking like he's hitting on all cylinders. Look at that high cut finish, and that's pretty cool. I mean, these guys every day they do things that blow your mind, but given how bad the weather was today, I thought the golf was just extraordinary.
Andrew Novak, par 5, 13th.
Over the sprinkler heads.
He walked it in.
He did.
He walked it in. It went Ray Floyd on us. You just need a little snap of the fingers.
He had an extraordinary 9 holes. Now 3 under 16.
Yeah, kind of short swing, aiming away left, carving it in there. Yeah, he won't forget that. I mean, you hit a good one in here and you bring this crowd to their feet, make them put the cups down and the umbrella down and applaud, you'll remember it.
Making it put the cups down.
The cups down.
Yeah. Big ask.
Big ask.
Theegala poured it in.
Played a strong first 9, then made the turn to the second, and Randall, this is pretty good.
It really is. You know, this is, again, marvelous. On that upslope, most players would take they'd de-loft a sand wedge or a pitching wedge, but he didn't. You know, he threw that up in the air with spin.
So we've seen it with the short game from off the green. We've seen it with the putter. Now the iron game at the 6.
Yeah, and this is only the second shot after the delay. Hit a good drive to this position. Coming out after that 3-hour weather delay and hitting a couple good swings to that point.
Yeah, there was actually some sunshine there for a minute.
All right, the leaderboard. Sahith Theegala with that 6 under 65. Randall, what's going to be leading once we conclude round number 1?
Well, you would think Andrew Novak is going to go out there and carry on, but that front 9, which because he started on the back 9, that front 9 was brutal. It's not going to be as rainy tomorrow, but it's going to be colder and it's going to be a little bit windy, so it's not going to be any cakewalk, that's for sure. So good chance 65 will be leading.
I didn't even know colder was possible than what we've experienced today in Scottsdale, Arizona. Sahith Theegala, after signing for that 6 under 65, stopped to talk with Kira K. Dixon.
Well, Sahith Theegala making the most of a bit of an interesting day out here at the WM Phoenix Open, 6 under through round 1. Sahith, how do you assess the day?
Yeah, I played fantastic all day. It was the conditions were rough at the start. Honestly, the last 4 holes were the best conditions we had all day, so I was glad to sneak in a birdie there. But yeah, I played great. I pretty much threw the bag. My game felt good. It's felt good the last couple weeks, so it's nice to get off to a good start and hopefully just keep it rolling. I think it's only going to get warmer from here. Actually, I shouldn't say that. If we have a morning tee time, it's probably going to be chilly. But, yeah, hopefully it just gets warmer and things just keep getting better.
Some interesting memories for you around this place. When you think about the player that you were back in 2022 when you came oh so close to that win versus the player that teed it up this morning, how do you compare those two men?
Yeah. Honestly, I can't believe it was 2 years ago to start with. But I've learned so much since then. I'm going to learn so much more the rest of my journey. I know every year, even I ask the guys that have been out here forever, and they say the same thing. Every year is a new learning experience, but it's pretty cool to see kind of the tangible improvement in my game. And I think a big thing for me is confidence. I don't think I've ever lacked confidence, but now that I have some results to kind of back up what I've been doing in practice and what my team's been doing for me, so I think mentally that's where I've made the bigger progression, honestly. So it's really cool to look back on that 2 years ago. Actually, at the start of the week was the first time I looked back at the scorecard that week and went through like the holes just to see. I didn't realize I had shot tracker on like 90% of my shots, so I went and watched some of that, and it brought back good memories for sure.
Thinking about the rest of the week, it might be a while until you get to touch a golf club in competition, considering the delay that we had. So how do you stay mentally fresh and ready competitively? Yeah,
I have a nice big sushi dinner tonight. No limit on how much I eat, so no alarm in the morning. And my trainer's here this week, so I'm going to get a nice workout in tomorrow and probably play a little bit of chess to kill the time. I mean, we had a lot of time to kill today, too, so I was on my phone a bit. So I'm going to try and put the phone away, play some chess. Girlfriend's here, too. Go hang with her. Maybe go to a nice coffee spot. Just kill the time. I don't think we're going to be teeing it up for a while tomorrow. So
well, enjoy the sushi, and thanks for the time.
Thanks, Kira.
Sounds like Sahith has a beautiful little weekend in Scottsdale all mapped out right there.
I'll tell you what, he can't hide. If he goes to a coffee spot around here, it's going to be like Elvis. He's going to be, he won't be able to drink coffee.
This is the Coliseum at the WM Phoenix Open, and the fans were the absolute star of the show. The vibes, the intake, top notch.
You know what that's called? That's called an appetizer.
It's called double fisting, my man. He just gets the golf ball tossed to him. So what are you going to do? Celebrate the golf ball? He says no.
Hey, I got those.
That's like a martini through the elevator.
I got those ice blocks like golf ball. I drink those all the time. This guy's just taking it to a new level, right? That's elevating your game right there.
That's a hockey player.
That's the best up and down I've ever seen. I'll tell you that.
Oh, the snake cup. I hope they bring that back tomorrow. Oh, no, we got a split.
The guy in the middle, you got to fire him. Get a new guy in there. You can't hold your cups. Get your act together.
You got one job.
Hold the cups together.
A lot of fun, and we're going to see you out there tomorrow. For Paige McKenzie, Brandel Chambly, I'm George Savarickas. Thanks so much for joining us.